Hello and welcome to Brocky Mountain Movies. I'm your host, Rocky Mountain Brock, and today we talk about The Other Guys. In my opinion, the most horribly misdirected movie of all time. Now, you might be thinking, wait, I know this movie. It's the one with Mark Wahlberg and Will Ferrell. And Will Ferrell has the wooden gun, and they're doing a typical cop movie, only they're doing all these self-aware parody jokes. I know this movie. I've seen it. Why do you consider it the most misdirected? Especially when there's so many other movies that are, well, worse than this one. I call it misdirected because there is this idea that there's a smart movie going on. Like there are these themes that are way above the typical moviegoer's head, and they even have to explain them a lot of the times. But simply put, you keep cutting back to these bargain bin, lowest common denominator, only funny once jokes. And for the other part, it is very confusing and hard to follow at times, because you are not properly giving anything its proper explanation. I had to watch the movie like 3 times before I could finally figure out the plot, which again is overly complicated. Basically, a huge investor is terrible at his job and lost $40 billion. The people who invested the money are going to kill him unless he gets the money back. 2 cops have stumbled upon this. All their higher-ups are telling him it's way above their pay grade and they should just leave it be. Problem is, they know he's going to steal $40 billion from somebody, so they're going to have to stop them. Problem is, of course, that because they're the odd couple duo, they hate each other. They don't match each other well. Or at the very least, it's like they're trying to play tennis with each other, but it's just one of them hits the ball, the other can't hit it. The other one serves again, he can't hit it. They keep trying to figure it out, and it's just not working. On point, one of them gives the other a mug with FBI female body inspector, and in the end credits, it explains to you what a Ponzi scheme is and how it works. And then, of course, all these statistics about how the people at the higher-ups are getting significantly larger wages, while the middle-class workers aren't. Again, there's a lot of thought that went into this smart movie, but the director is constantly cutting back to these lowest common denominator jokes and non-existent chemistry. If I had to pick out the biggest insult, the one that says this movie had potential, but you completely lost it, is that there's this one running joke where Mark Wahlberg's character keeps spouting a bunch of plots, like black market organ sales, drug running, guns, human trafficking, all that stuff. Will Ferrell's like, where are you getting any of this? It's not funny because you don't get it at first until you realize Mark Wahlberg is giving a list of what it usually is. Something specific reports a deeper story, while something more generic is something more generic. But again, you're not capitalizing on the joke that he's clearly jumping to conclusions. And you barely notice that it is a joke because a lot of the dialogue you just can't hear. And that's a big sin on the direction of the movie. If I did have to point out the one joke that, in honesty, kind of works, it's when they're bribed. Yeah, not like they get money for something. It's like they go try to interrogate this one guy, so he gives them Knicks tickets. Next scene, they're at the Knicks game. He's like, wait, I think he bribed us. He's like, you're right, he bribed us. Let's go back. And he's like, gentlemen, you have a choice. Mamma Mia or Jersey Boys? Cut to Jersey Boys. Yeah, Jersey Boys. Oh crap, he did it to us again! Again, it's the one joke that kinda works. But in all honesty, this movie is wildly unfocused, and if there is any good thing, it's getting in its own way, earning it a score of 1.6 and 2 thumbs down. I'm Rocky Mountain Brock, and God bless.